Hello, everybody. I did not even realize how
We've talked enough the players
early they like changed the schedule, so I didn't even realize.
Teams that compete throughout the year, only 16 earn the right to compete for a major championship. Only 8 teams earn the privilege of putting their name on the bracket. And for those 8 teams, their magic number is 4. 4 wins makes you one of 4 teams worthy of advancing to Championship Sunday.
Oh, I get it. I was gonna say this didn't make sense what Stacks just said, but it actually does make sense, so ignore me.
In their way, Space Station Gaming looks to prove themselves as a major contender. What happens on that stage is the difference.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie again. I think this is like this is a really close series. I don't think. I don't know. I'm definitely nervous, put it that way. I don't think this is free by any means. Like, SSG is a good team, and honestly, they've looked really good on land so far. But we're gonna have to see how it goes. Hold on.
2 teams who know each other's games, know each other's weaknesses, but Stumpy, in this venue, everything changes.
There's absolutely going to be a favorite coming into this, not just because of the fact that G2 are the #1 team in North America, the kings of North America, but last time these guys played each other, it went all the way to 7 games. G2, they have beaten them 6 times in a row just this season. SSG, every time they've got better, but they need to do one better now and take home that dub.
7th time may well be the charm as far as Space Station Gaming are concerned, but they are up against the current kings of North America, Chicago's former team, Atomic, Beast Mode, and Daniel. The 3 of them have been tearing through all in their path at home, and now here's Stumpy. They look just as dangerous, especially the man who took that early shot.
And bear in mind, like with G2, they have had a little bit of an interesting Swiss run. Space Station, even more so, only losing to Falcon on Daniel.
That was really close.
The Space Station Gaming, to be honest, their run through, they went
I'm nervous, man. I'm very
On
nervous.
our current, apparently, 1.0 in the favorites for our desk.
Shows the quality that G2 Stride have. Currently, they've started this first game just that little bit better, as we expect to see. Currently unbeaten against Space Station Gaming this season. They'll be able to keep that up here as Atomic takes a touch onto the backboard.
I hate playing against Space Station too, because they're all just like such. They're normally really close games. They're not like high-scoring games, so it's not a lot of goals. It's just a lot of defending from both teams. At least that's what it's been like the last few times. And that absolutely, like, it's just not good for the. You know, if you're trying to like stay chillax, really hoping that this is a quick series. Like I said, I really don't like playing long series. It is just too much stress, especially on land. Like, it is just so much. Oh, what a fake. I just don't know how people are like not nervous, or I don't know how players play this shit, because like I'm like shitting bricks straight up just watching. Nice! Let's go, Atomic.
Atomic with the opener for G2.
It had been
Oh
coming.
my
Beast
god,
just
man.
refused to leave the place. Corner, which Space Station Gaming weren't expecting.
It's
G2
too
have
much.
their lead, and it's the
Too much.
story that we've seen before between these teams.
G2, when they get that first goal, typically you're going to be looking at around a 75% win rate across North America, getting that first goal to win the game. Between G2 and SSG, it's an
So
utterly different
loads
story.
of time
G2
left,
having
so
95% win rate against SSG when they score first. Right now, Space Station wanting to squeeze their odds into that 5%.
I hate it when Stumpy says stuff like that, because then it makes me nervous that we're gonna choke and then the statistic isn't gonna live up.
win against Furia, perhaps the most impressive of all yesterday. They were favorites to lose that series and somehow found a way to win.
I don't think they were favorites to lose personally. I don't know. I personally did not think Furia was going to beat them. I did not think there was any world where Furia was going to beat them.
There's not enough boost for him. Atomic shoots it, sends it out wide. Chicago pinches.
I feel like Furia is the weakest team in the top 8, but that maybe that's just me. I feel like they're the weakest team in the top 8.
This entire event, typically, you're going to be looking at them to be the offensive team, and actually, they have been one of the most impressive offensive teams this entire Swiss stage. Space Station doing very well themselves. LJ typically leading the numbers. A great pass central, but again, nobody from SSG.
Really good cut. We're following the ball really nicely. Oh, slows it down! Nice shot, Beast Mode! I think that threw him off. They were expecting an absolute clang. Daniel just faked the shit out of Hoxer there. Nice. Let's go, baby.
G2 Stride, who came so close, Stumpy, in Copenhagen. Desperate to go that one step further this time around.
And you know what, I'd argue that, to be honest, Beast Mode shot it exactly where the keepers were, but with his lack of speed, he completely threw them for a loop. You're expecting it to be sent so quickly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Stumpy. That's what I'm saying, Stumpy. That's what I'm saying.
He's rocking it right above the crossbar.
We heard CJ mention the Ashes earlier on, and that was a slower ball that worked out, that got the wicket, Stumpy. All right, mate.
Oh, cricket, Homer cricket, etc.
LJ sends that one forward. Chicago's there. Space Station trying to get themselves going there. Aerial prowess has been sublime so far this event, but G2 defensively strong. Daniel to the ceiling. He follows it up. Chicago sends that one out wide, but there's too much defending from Space Station Gaming. 35 seconds left until they're
This is kind of what I thought might happen with Space Station, is I think they're honestly really... To me, it looks like they're playing a lot more passively. They're playing like... They're a lot more nervous, I think. I think the crowd is... That was the big thing that I know a lot of people were mentioning, is that I think G2 having the crowd advantage here would make a big difference, because I don't think Hoxer and LJ have... Oh, have they? Well, they didn't at... They didn't at the LAN before. Spring last year, they didn't play in front of a crowd, and I don't think they played in front of a crowded fall either, did they? Because last year it was still only top 8, I thought, that got to play in front of the crowd, and I don't think they were in top 8.
Chicago goes in slow. LJ has a touch towards Hoxer.
Please tell me that's down. Perfect.
And G2 keep it business as usual.
In the classic English way, a little bit too much beans on that. Pass goes a smidge too far.
Come on, bro.
They're not going to be able to receive it, and a G2 2-1 win to start us off here in a London crowd day. London 3.0. Need I remind you all?
This is like, think about this too, so like even though they lost Copenhagen, this is also like Daniel's chance to right his wrongs from when he lost in London before, because they low-key should have won, because they threw against Moist, and then like Beast Mode made top 3 in London, but didn't win. Like, there are so many things that are like... that you think about that are like, there's so many things where they need vengeance, dude. Atomic finishing dead last, he needs vengeance, he needs improvement at London.
Final part of North America, of the world, the final major before we reach the World Championship in their homeland. One of these two teams will be going through to that semi-finals as the North American representative. G2, I think, Cole, clear advantage.
This gets me back here. I mean, isn't it
Daniel has a hat and it's low-key powering him up. This guy's low-key different. The hat is giving him powers.
And G2 are looking like they are feeling at home so far in this quarterfinals. Keeping forward this streak, 6 wins in a row.
So close.
Against Space Station. A team with which they certainly seem to have their number. But game 1 did show signs that SSG can come into this one.
I mean, it's a 2-1, realistically. We've seen G2 take bigger losses than that in this tournament. We've seen SSG have bigger wins in this tournament. It's incredibly open for either side. But G2 getting that early series lead.
Oi.
But it falls
That was a
towards
questionable
Hoxha,
read.
sending it over towards Chicago. Hoxha now, the man to go for the bump, does get Daniel out of the way.
That's
but
that's
the shot was
SSG's
wide.
whole plan
He gets the
against
bump
us is just
regardless. Atomic
have a leading
dribbling it
bump
up pitch, 100 boost, can dunk on Hoxha,
and then
on
play
target.
counterattack. That's what they always do, is they try to play that heavy counterattack. Like, they have a very strong counterattack game. It's just really important we're up and cutting those off, and also important that we're making sure we're supporting our teammates on defense, because SSG will go for those touches. Hoxer shouldn't be able to get much.
They have had some pressure here. The ball has been in the blue half of the pitch fairly often, especially compared to the start of game one.
Oh.
Daniel almost tips that one over Chicago.
But in Chicago as well, making sure
Daniel,
he stays relevant as
double?
much as he can, but Daniel wants this shot.
Nice, Dan! What a shot!
So, Daniel in 90 seconds. gets
How in the
opening
hell?
kick
And he hits it
and
back
sends
the other way too. That is actually a ridiculous double tap.
We've been talking about beast mode, but
Jesus, man.
A man who's come so close to winning these majors on multiple occasions. Once most famously with Space Station Gaming, who first took a punt on him. Now here he is against them, potentially breaking their hearts. Atomic trying to double up G2's lead in his own corner. LJ closes him down. LJ yet to really have his stamp on this quarterfinals. G2 are playing hotter right now. They're looking warmer. LJ though does have boost now, slows the pull down. Chicago's coming in, has to pre-flip towards it, and Hoxha can only get it in the corner for himself.
I want to see a bit more ambition out of Space Station. You can tell, I think, that they're not quite as seasoned as the other players.
Yeah.
You've got G2, they've been on
I
this
agree,
level
Stumpy.
multiple
I
times.
agree.
They've got to land grand finals. They're yet to take home that trophy as this roster. But you can see the little bit more determination from them. Chicago
I thought that
is caught
honestly
into
might have been an
saving his
opportunity to
teammates'
score. I don't think Atomic, well, Atomic was definitely not expecting a miss, but I thought he might be able to turn on it from where he was. Oh, no.
Here it is.
Who broke it? Daniel broke it? I don't care. I respect it. Break that shit. This is big. We're not going to lose off a fucking Rule 1, man. Come on.
Halfway through the game,
He likes that.
he likes it, he loves it, get back in the play. This is his quarter, this is both their quarterfinals. Chicago wants to beat out Beast Mode on the backboard. Hoxha up high, a lovely touchdown.
To be fair, I would
Really
also-
does Beast Mode.
uh-oh.
Chicago shooting, LJ gets the bump.
No boost.
All level.
Space Station Gaming on the board. LJ, of course.
I don't know what Atomic was doing there.
Look at beast mode, and Daniel just couldn't wriggle free of LJ.
I think maybe Atomic said I had it, and Beast Mode was like, no, I have it, and then Atomic was like, no, I have it, and then it was like, yeah, I have it. There's just miscomms. I think Atomic was going to take it because he had more boosts, and he was probably more comfortable taking it, but Beast Mode also got a perfectly fine touch, and had he just waited, he also would have been able to get it. So I think that's probably just a breakdown in comms. Not a great mistake to make, but it's all good.
They are sublime.
We have got this in the bag from the ceiling. Good try, Dan. It's a tough shot to hit. It's a bit of a heavy first touch, but it's all good. Baited out 3 Space Station players there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice clear by Beast Mode. That's huge.
To make sure he doesn't get dunked here by Daniel.
That challenge in the corner was very sketchy.
We slow down for a second with Hoxha on the ball. LJ below him. Hoxha gets the flip reset.
Oh, somebody's got to jump. We have 40 boosts each. Somebody has got to force there.
As LJ receives the ball from Hoxha. Brilliant speed from him.
At least to cut the... I mean, I guess there was somebody already up and they were guarding the reset, but they just missed.
Despite conceding first,
Odd.
to sneak a game in the minutia of those percentages.
That's just hindsight. The end of the day.
Realized Atomic didn't quite have his lines right. Now it's Hoxha's turn again. The man who unlocked the G2 defense before he goes to the backboard.
Nice
It's
boom.
cleared long. LJ. He was deep. Able to come forward with momentum to attack this ball. Space Station Gaming going for the kill right now. Beast Mode on his own backboard. Hoxha waiting to see where Beast Mode puts it. Hoxha trying to track G2's attack.
Oh, Lord.
Force it home, not quite able
Okay,
to.
Daniel's there.
Just about with very low boost, could sneak his way back home. LJ, another reset. So far, we're seeing a G2 side that's stretching for these saves, and SSG, they have control of the game, control of the ball, boost on their side as well. LJ going
There's that 95% statistic sticking out in my head. 95% of the games we win when we score the first goal against Space Station, and now we scored first and we might be about to lose it.
Chicago up against Atomic. This one goes to the ceiling. LJ
Oh,
to win
fuck.
for them. This could be game 2.
Yeah.
Of course, he sinks it.
That right there is SSG's target man, and you see precisely why. Atomic more than a boost to get
Atomic just misread that.
Fumbles the clear away, and SSG clear by 2. Game 2 is near enough going to be going their way, depending solely on this kickoff. Still going to be going the way of SSG. We have a fully drawn series, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. The crowd just waiting for that ball to fall. As soon as it does, Space Station Gaming confirm that we are in a series right now. And against G2, that is nothing new. Open Qualifier 4, they lost 4-3 to G2. Open Qualifier 5, the grand finals, they lost 4-3 again. They are getting so close, Stumpy. And that right there, that is why.
They've gone to all 14 games with them in their last 2 showings. You don't get that very often. Normally a team's going to show up and then it'll be a game 7 or the other way around, and then they might drop it to a 4-1 the next time. They have been on G2's tail. They didn't come to Copenhagen. They couldn't get through Genji in the quarterfinals 3 times. But they're proving that they're going to be able to play with the big dogs.
See, that's a play where I feel like somebody has to jump for that sooner than they did.
LJ versus
Like, even on that reset.
That is the conversation of this
These are
series.
like easily fixable mistakes, though.
Pretty much flawless throughout this entire event. He is surrounded by brilliance on the pitch, and even despite that, he is the man who somehow still manages to stand out. But on the other side, LJ, my pick so far for MVP, for bringing Space Station Gaming to this point, for giving them the
He's
opportunity
phenomenal.
for hugely going above and beyond expectations and reaching the semis.
Well, I spoke to Rettles a little bit earlier on in the green room, and he was saying, look, LJ, he's always been this good. He is, in his estimations, about in the top 3 in North America, and I don't doubt him whatsoever. He's had to play against him, gosh knows how many times, and he puts it up in the estimations of your Beast Mode, to Daniels, your Atomics, anybody else in the top conversation in North America, Jack, FK Chronic. LJ is sitting with them, and alongside him, Chicago and Hoxha. 2 phenomenal players.
The SSG's challenges are honestly really solid. They're getting some really good touches on, or at least on these dunks. Like, their pre-jumps have been really good. They've been honestly reading G2 really, really well, which is pretty concerning as a G2 fan.
Major winner with G2 dropped by them coming into this season.
Alongside Atomic.
Alongside Atomic as well, of course, on the other side now, still playing for G2, the last remaining one of that major winning trio. Can history repeat itself, or will former teammates stand in his way?
Daniel as well on G2 side. Picked up by SSG early on. But a shot from Atomic
So
is going to make
close.
sure that we look right back at this game. Minute and 10 has elapsed.
Does Beast Mode beat?
LJ picking up boost,
Kinda.
first one
You got a
is
touch
Rilla
at
Beemo,
least.
who
Got a
keeps on
50
his
again as
reset.
well.
Oh,
that
getting
bump.
Back. Now it's 2v1, but Hoxha
Beast
with
Mode's
nothing
back.
allows Atomic
Good
straight
demo.
back. Daniel kindly gives him 33 boost.
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. Daniel was nudged out of the way there by LJ, and his response was to pick up some pads, come back, demo in, and lead to a chance for G2. Didn't quite go in, but just a reminder that Daniel ain't going to be bullied on the pitch. Here he comes again to the backboard. We'd love to sink this one.
What a
LJ's
touch.
his way now. These two having a personal battle. The others getting involved. Chicago there into the corner.
Can Daniel
Beast
turn?
Mode
He does.
instead leaves it to Daniel. Daniel
Beaut.
with fire in his eyes at the moment. Hoxha has to track in every step of the way just to keep this one at 0-0.
Everyone on the pitch, 14 touches. Atomic.
Oh,
Sends it
so
to
close.
Daniel, sends it a little
But look
bit
at, like,
too wide,
SSG are
unfortunately,
positioned
LJ
so
long
well,
shot,
man.
leaving
Like,
Daniel
they're
off.
just...
That means
This
LJ
is
can probably
really
try and
hard.
challenge him. Can Chicago be the next man to it? No, B-Mode is there. B-Mode touch central, interrupted by Hoxha. Approaching half-time. And the pressure has been flip-flopping back and forth. LJ reset round 1, Chicago to receive.
Good beat.
Instead, the out for himself.
If that was on net, that could have been a goal, but good beat. LJ has, though. They're so patient. Avoids the demo, gets a demo in return. I like that. If we're demoing them, it's hard for them to break out on these, like, big counterattacks. It also alleviates so much pressure for the defense because they don't have to worry about getting demoed to the same extent. Oh, so close. Oh, please don't tell me. All right, we're there. What a touch. Holy shit. Sick. No way. Oh.
Saves it away before any part of that ball crosses the line under 2 minutes.
LJ is going to have, he missed.
LJ with a miss, allows Beast Mode completely into this play. Daniel central forward.
Wow, that's just a goal. No boost. Good shit, Beast Mode. I can't believe that. He faked the reset there and went low. That was also a really bad 50 by Cargo, though. Very bad 50 by Cargo. But to be, he might have thought Beast Mode was going to try and pop it.
Chicago challenging high on that play too, maybe anticipating that Beast was going to
But,
jump up, go for that 50. Instead, took it low himself. It's
okay.
nice to see for his teammates as well. He can read exactly how much boost he's got, knows the play he's going to go for. Chicago does not have that pressure.
Go Daniel. Go Daniel.
This lead for G2 and a reset round 1. LJ
That's a shot.
B-Mode reset. Can he tap it down?
Ooh, nice Beast Mode!
What can he do?
This guy's a monster! I did not think he had enough speed on that. LJ literally hit that, but he just didn't get enough of it, I guess. Come on.
The possibility of this G2 roster. Talent at every corner. Just so far, pipping that of SSG. LJ,
Holy musty. That's in my net. They bumped him.
This is turning into an absolute scrap of mechanics. LJ showing off once
Hawkser got
again his
2
massive
bumps there.
Chicago has the easiest job in the world. The bumps helped him too. All of them involved.
All right, minute 14, lock in. Come on.
Minute 15, 1 between them. LJ with Hawkser actually getting a very safe kickoff, going in their favor. LJ versus Beast Mode, isn't that the story?
I really like the play there to keep it close because they're pre-jumping him. Double. Nice, Dan!
Chicago on the goal line had to jump and pray.
Come on!
Daniel was his god.
Oh, Beast Mode, those touches, glorious. And Daniel.
It's routine.
So simple, but it's not. Going at that pace, going at that angle. At this level of pressure. And that's why the crowd are chanting his name. That's why the crowd are chanting for G2. They believe G2 will be victors here. And the scoreboard so far, Stumpy is agreeing.
We saw SSG take a goal in the final minute and a cracking pass down towards LJ. Actually, intelligently doesn't go for the shot. He's blocked completely. Beauty. Just a touchdown.
Atomic should have. Oy vey. Okay, he got another touch. I didn't think he got a reset, so I was like, that is not a good touch. Good cut. 1v1. LJ's already up. Good 50.
As far as SSG are concerned, that time they managed to just block the flame before it really ignited. We've seen a few of those moments turn to danger for them, but SSG have it back. Is anyone going to be there for that ball? Not quite. Beast Mode goes to the pinch. LJ's learned his lesson. He has a pass in the center. He can find it.
Is that it? I think it might be enough. Cargo barely got back.
Seconds off the clock is just as valuable for
If he scores this type of goal again, I was like...
G2 with 5 seconds left. Game number 3, taking the advantage in this series.
There really is no other crowd like the London crowd. I don't know what is it with the London crowd, man.
It's nice to have you. You all look very handsome.
The London crowd is so goated.
Available to both of these teams. And if I'm Sad Jr. suited and booted on the side of SSG, I reckon I'm calling it now.
It looks to me currently like maybe he disagrees. I haven't seen any movement to suggest we will have a tactical timeout as we check out these highlights. And Whenever G2
I still can't believe this one in.
there will be highlights.
SSG literally were playing like so perfect, bro. And then there was the one, like the only goal we got, like basically the only goals we got are like supreme clips. That's like the only way we're scoring on them. Aside from the first one wasn't really that good. Well, I mean, it was pretty good, but I don't feel like that was like a crazy clip. I just feel like Chicago messed up. But this is like I said, this shit is not free at all, guys, bro. This is a very difficult matchup.
SSG left trailing, but that's all hypothetical. SSG, they've got that belief, they have the ability, they have the dream that not only can they equalize this, but they can run on through, be that North American representative, and take G2 down.
That's a great kick from G2 Stride. It could already.
Hawkser was back. If only Hawkser turned up field. Fuck you, Hawkser. You need to have bad rotations on kickoff, please.
However, they do survive. Daniel around the corner again. It's all G2 control. Space Station Gaming. First job is to wrestle this ball back and take it from there.
I mean, see the control that SSG can do. Bear in mind they won that previous game, or the game before that one. The previous, 3-1. 3 goals past a stellar G2 defense, one that normally tops North American tables. But the counter-attacks from G2...
Ah! Oh, see that? Jesus Christ, I popped off way too early. I thought that was in for sure. I looked on screen, I saw the ball going in, and I was like, holy shit, that's slammed. There's no way. Oh my god, I'm just like so on edge. Like, I'm just like, I'm screaming for everything. Nice reset.
It's set long, but Daniel's there. Survive one, in comes the other.
Good try.
Good
beat.
Can
we...
right back in their net.
Good bomb.
Say about this game from them, they haven't conceded yet. Will
Shoot that down.
Took a long time for the first goal.
Oh, that's really well done. LG's there though. Not much you can do there. Nice demo. I really like that we're demoing more here, because again, it's just it alleviates. This is one of the things I've even talked about before when G2 and SSG play before. Like those demos there, it stops them from getting those counter attacks. It makes it so much safer for G2 to attack, and we can just control the boost, like just everything. Like with it's really good to be disrupting the defense and offense with demos for a team like this that is honestly very fundamentally sound IMO. Oh, I think SSG are a very fundamentally sound team. Holy fuck!
Wonderful plays though through from Space Station Gaming, going for the unexpected.
Should get a touch, nice, and we'll get the boost too. Oh. Please tell me that's not in. Oh, God, that is so unlucky. Beast Mode and Daniel just have no boost, man. Like, that is just so unlucky.
Space Station Gaming thanking their lucky stars, but they earned their luck.
Yeah, Atomic with a little bit of a rotter there, sending it straight back. SSG, when they're playing G2, they have around a 75% win rate when they get that first goal. But if there's anything we know about G2, it's that they do not care for our numbers. All they care is that their number is higher than the opposition's number at the end of the game. LJ goes up for 1, 2.
Oh my fucking god, bruh.
That could have been wild.
What was that?
Could have been absolutely wild there from LJ. It remains at 1. Beast Mode tips.
Ooh, I thought he was going to pass down. That's scoreable. Nice! Good shit! Yeah, to be honest, I didn't think Beast Mode was going to shoot on. I thought he was going to put that forward to Daniel, to be honest. What is it with all these ghost touches on land?
But Daniel gets rid of him, so his actual play can't continue through.
Wonder if surely the players aren't seeing those, because I haven't seen any complaints from anybody.
There's always someone there near you, daring you to take that close touch. It's a lesson that SSG have just learned as if they needed to. Chicago, he goes up, he goes solo almost. Again, closed down at a rapid pace by G2 Stride. Hawkser with Atomic in front of him, gets it over the top. This is awkward for the angle. Bouncing in the corner, Chicago Wants to get this one to LJ.
Good pass.
Hoxer out wide. Can LJ find him? No, G2, they're just on them so quick. They're coming again. Atomic almost getting through, and the Arena was almost there before it.
G2 swarm whenever they see the ball.
Oh, God.
In their favor. Hoxer going for a little bit of a weird one.
Oh,
LJ,
God.
well, Beast Mode's there first. Actually misses.
That could have been
A
really
draw
bad.
for the man hunting for his first
Like,
major trophy.
really bad.
Hoxer in the corner. Beast Mode's there up against
Beast
him.
Mode got the
gets
boost. That's
back down for good
beautiful.
measure. Hox is taken out
Thank
of it.
God for that.
Into the dying embers of this fourth game. Atomic sends it to the corner. LJ just waiting behind. Space Station Gaming certainly have leveled out. They've figured their
How
way
in
into
the
this one.
fuck does he
G2
control
start
it
off
like
better.
that?
Beast
I
Mode
wish I
setting it
knew.
long. Daniel might nip in there first. Not quite able to. The crowd are getting loud. The crowd are getting involved. Space Station Gaming surviving.
I mean, that's the green suits up for Gentlemates. That's a hint of what we've got later on. In 4 to 5 seconds in this game, it's SSG
Oh,
going
God.
through. Chicago
Nice.
wanting to score against his previous team. That former roster, LJ. 1-2, central blocked again by Atomic.
Hoxer again, though. The attack continues for Space Station
This is not good.
He slows, he takes control, he almost gets the bump as well. Chicago into the middle is risky.
Oh, every time Space Station is on attack, it just feels so
Chances are open for
terrifying.
SSG. They're now swarming on the G2 side.
God, I hate this so much.
Pass leaves it back over towards Chicago. LJ. into
Foxer
the
won't
corner.
get up
Hoxer's
for
gonna
that in
get there
time.
before it gets a little bit too far, but Beast Mode somehow reading.
Daniel tips it towards Chicago.
Oh my God,
Still up
dude.
there. Space Station Gaming on the front foot, playing Brave Rocket League all the way to
Good
the
cut.
end.
Different Rocket
Overtime
League.
lose.
Oh, Hoxer boomed
It's
it down.
not guaranteed
Okay.
yet. Chicago wants to kill
That's
this
down.
one,
OT.
and will. Next goal takes this game.
An overtime in the Coliseum. For Daniel now, pumping it back into that corner. LJ, so they're going to boost straight away, but a flip from Hox is going to be scary for him.
Oh, I
defensively.
thought Beast Mode had the
Can then
second
recover,
for a
gets
second.
it sideward as the G2 offensive player doesn't manage to get anything too convincing in the middle. Beast Mode 100, very scary. Time is cleared away. They're shutting him down quickly. And I thought that was
Very
gonna be
close,
from
very
Beast Mode on
close.
LJ.
Went for the ball instead, though, to keep the attack going. He flings it forwards. LJ had the read.
Oh, can anybody go?
Starting
No.
the overtime better. A two-game
Kenya has
lead
boost though.
could just be overwhelming as far as SSG are concerned. Not beaten G2 all season. Need we remind you? To the back it goes. Atomic shot.
He's there.
Beast Mode is there. Beast
Oh.
Mode tips it, is safe now. Daniel.
Oh, put it wide. He had to place that perfectly. LJ was there. LJ was there. You can't even be mad at him for missing that because LJ literally had it guarded. What a read by LJ. Fortunately, who just demoed. Daniel demoed. Pass down mid. Bang! Bang! Beast Mode!
The Kings of North America.
What a pass from Atomic.
Towards that throne. It's Beast Mode in top corner, and the rest I don't even need to tell you.
We're currently seeing G2 play how they have done this entire North American season. They've got an astonishing win rate against other North American teams. Atomic himself, he's got a 73% win rate against North American teams. And a timeout coming in favor of SSG. And Sad Jr., I am happy you called it there, because you've got it for this exact reason, trying to stem the flow of the team sitting opposite.
It's not a surprise to see Space Station Gaming take it now. Sad Jr. tends to only use his tactical timeouts after SSG lose a couple in a row, or if they lose game 6 going into game 7. And this is the former.
That was a great pass
This
from
is when
Atomic.
their backs are on the wall, when suddenly they've got to step up and reach a level they haven't
Come
reached
on,
all
guys.
season. It can happen. This is where magic happens. This arena is where history is made, where stories untold will continue to be told, and where Space Station Gaming need to find some Copperbox magic of their very own.
A venue known for the magic that it's produced every single time we've been here, not just in the grand finals, but making players' careers. Having it be the most community-focused arena in the world for Rocket League. Supportive claps, potentially, or just cheering for their warlords in G2 to continue their romp over North American teams.
Coming into this major off the back of 2 open qualifier victories. As we listen to this, it's difficult not to be confident for G2.
The crowd have their favourite and Sathu claps along with them. G2 have the advantage in the copper box, but all they are after is gold. This is the first step on that long journey, and one more game will send them semi-finals bound.
This ancient org within Rocket League, been here pretty much since the beginning. They've come close on so many occasions. They have tasted victory at a major. They are more than capable of doing it once more for the first time in this roster's history. G2 playing to win, playing to reach the semi-finals. SSG still in their way though.
That timeout on SSG's side, hoping it's going to be in their favour. But G2, they get just as much time to talk. Hoxha off the kickoff, challenged immediately by Beast Mode, or rather Atomic. Pinch Central, Chicago's going to leave that ball a little bit too rich for his blood.
As if the challenge for Space Station Gaming wasn't enough. In the history of RLCS LANs, team are 9 and 127 after calling a timeout, 3-1 down. So there's a long way to go, it's fair to say.
And they've also not won a single one on LAN. After being 3-1 down and you call a timeout, you're 0-19 currently. Can SSG be the one to bend that trend? Can they get this 7th win in a row? The numbers are not on their side, but who needs numbers when you've got raw talent?
Here's a man who's very talented. Hoxha over the top. Atomic's there. You have to be aware of what Hoxha was conjuring up. LJ's watching this one. Leaves it for Beast Mode instead. Fakes him out to try and get some control, but it's going into his own corner.
Oh! What a shot! How in the hell?
Uses LJ to assist him. Passes back towards B mode.
That's what we need from Beast Mode if we want to win this shot. I'm saying that is what we need from every player if we want to win this tournament, bruh.
Has been the one on top. Daniel from the kickoff sends it straight into that orange half. And I have a feeling that may well be where this ball is going to live.
Space Station Gaming has now and they might.
Oh.
And there's life.
Oh, there's not just life. There is thriving. Again, Hoxha assisting his teammate with the flip reset. We've seen him send a couple down to LJ. That time Chicago the benefactor. SSG level, just over a minute gone.
They have reached Game 7 the last 2 times they faced G2. It's harder now than ever. Atomic gets another flip reset. Chicago has to get this save. So that's what he does. Now Daniel into the center when nobody was waiting. Chicago just steams
Very
in.
sketchy
Clean touch back
touch.
to G2. Space Station Gaming have to make the most.
We're baiting out these challenges. We see that they're pre-jumping us and we're just baiting them out. It's perfect. Nice!
400 IQ from each player individually.
I don't know how that went in.
And a miss coming
LJ
in.
was
Chicago
definitely
Hoxha
expecting a
make
heater.
contact.
LJ was
G2,
definitely expecting a heater.
convincing lead despite what the scoreline looks like.
They can sense this major is going to stay alive a little bit longer at least for G2 Stride. Fury or Vitality awaits whoever wins this series. As Atomic goes to the back wall, Chicago.
I feel like I would
moves it
rather
long,
play
just
Furia.
begging LJ to win that race.
If they somehow beat
Hoxha's turn
Vitality,
now. Beast Mode, of course.
I would rather play
100 million
Furia.
miles per hour. Daniel wins that one. Beast Mode
Right.
surely-
Nice! Let's go,
It's a
Beast
G2
Mode!
swan song.
You see as well, LJ wanting to rush back, try and get something. That 50 going phenomenally well for G2. Daniel intelligently finding himself just above the ball and moving his car to the right so it pops out towards the left, knowing Beast Mode's there, who then has to do a little bit of work to sneak it in past running back LJ. 2 goals separating. Neither team so far being able to come back from a 2-goal deficit. And G2, 3-1 in the series. Every second looking a little bit more harrowing for the SSG side.
Space Station Gaming going to start to get rushy as well, and that's exactly what G2 want. They can punish any even half mistake you make, and there is a big one. LJ, thankfully for SSG, manages to get something, forced it towards the net. Beast Mode had his touch, had to avoid Daniel as well, but was able to do that with ease. Till he's charged down by Hoxha. Hoxha follows it up. Daniel misses. Hoxha has to score, but Hoxha doesn't. It's LJ's turn now. Save the game.
Good save,
These
Beast Mode.
chances go begging. Space Station Gaming have to make the most of them.
What a
And Hoxha
oh,
diving for that one too,
almost
anticipated
worked as a
Daniel
fake.
missed, but didn't know what to do with himself when he got there. why go if you're not just going to be thinking, okay, he's going to miss this, I need to play for the miss completely. Chicago receives it from a very arrived player.
What a save!
Hoxha, top corner, a couple of
Oh my
demos,
God.
a bit of pandemonium on the G2 side. Somewhat suiting Space Station, who can still connect in the middle. LJ can't go ball, instead goes for the
What the
man.
fuck was that?
2 for SSG. By no
Bit of a
means
breakdown
They
there.
have stepped up since going a couple down. Beast Mode got himself trapped for once. Atomic had pure belief that Beast Mode would make something
Beast Mode
from
definitely
it.
should have gone
And
there.
that's what ended up tangling G2 among themselves.
All good.
There's still so much time, Stumpy. It feels like SSG are going to have to rush to the finish line. That is not the case. They can slow things down. They can take things in their own time. But they have to play flawless Rocket League from here on out.
I mean, that was like the 3rd shot they took on that play. And that's the one that then ended up finding its way in because they didn't just go for a slanger right off. Daniel in the midfield can kill it with 50 boost though. He gets removed from the pitch. He cannot outrun Chicago on that play. Beast Mode, a very low boost, still manages to get a little bit of control on the ball, at least throws Chicago off. But a miss from Atomic then allows Daniel to come in. 90 seconds until G2 are in a semis again.
LJ is going to keep control of this one. Chicago's coming in. LJ cools him off it. No boost, but trying to make a challenge from it. Chicago's already up. Doesn't have the boost to get round this ball. Space Station gaining on the ascendancy. Beast Mode, an important second touch against LJ. Here he comes again. Hoxha gets the touch into the corner. LJ wins this race. Who's going to get there next? Hoxha isn't quite able to. It's Chicago's turn now for Space Station Gaming. Looks like they're making something.
LJ Central is on the backboard too, occupying that spot. Veggie did a lot of their good defending. Central again from Hoxha. One of these must find a teammate.
Beast Mode sends it long. LJ has boost to play with.
A
Hoxha's
miss.
going to be called in. There's a miss there. Beast Mode. What a save from Hoxha.
40 ticking down now. Daniel above the crossbar. Hoxha has a little bit of time. Can wait. Finds LJ. 100 boost. Something for SSG. Needs to apparate instead.
Yes! Nice Beast Mode!
Scoring again.
Beast Mode continues to be the monster in Space Station Gaming's dreams. There he was. Atomic won the race. Beast Mode did the rest. And G2 have 1 foot in the semi-finals.
Separated by just 2 goals.
Come on.
Now. SSG need that magic we spoke about of the copper box. Daniel, a pot shot on target, but Hoxha to block.
Chicago's in the corner. Hoxha's bumping him out of the way. LJ misses. Atomic could put the bow on it. Not quite now. There is still time. Hoxha up against Atomic. Space Station Gaming have to make something happen now. LJ has to make something happen now, but Daniel won't let him.
North America has their king. And the Monarch.
Let's
sits
fucking
on
go,
their
guys.
throne,
Come on.
proud over a team. They have delivered a 7th defeat to. G2 booked themselves a semi-final spot.
They made the grand finals last time. And they'll have to get past Team Vitality or
Oh my
Furia
God,
in
bruh.
this semi-finals to repeat the trick.
Oh my god, bruh.
But there'll be a lot of love between these 2 teams. There'll be fist bumps and handshakes all round, I'm sure.
Oh my God,
Space
bruh.
Station Gaming puts in a performance to make themselves proud. But G2, as they've tended to throughout this online season, just had too much. in
Daniel
the
is so
tank.
short.
You see a bit of a different caliber of G2, especially when they get on land. Online, they are monstrous. This is where they go from that North American champion to hopeful major champion for their first time. And that thought will be in those players' back of their heads. They've still got a couple of series to win.
SSG are literally so good, man. Like, I don't know. That series felt a lot closer than it was.
Step number 1. But cool, calm, collected, done what they need to do. And Space Station
When are we gonna get
still
Dan
see
back
them
on the?
in
I want a
Fort
Dan
Worth World
interview,
Championship.
please.
G2 has just laid down a marker.
I want a Dan interview.
Series in the Swiss. How could they lose to Falcons? They're against SSG, a team who got past Furia, went 3-1 on the Swiss themselves. They were put to the sword, really. They had their moments, but it's one of those series that seems like it's only ever going one way.
A lot of other teams, I think, would have fallen to SSG. But can they get that monkey off their back in G2? As I said, their 7th defeat to them this season. Almost felt written in the stars. They did everything to change their destiny. They just couldn't do it on the day. As we see these highlights, sponsored by Mobile One, High Performance. And I think from the very start of this series, we saw a few flashes of brilliance. A few
This is
more
what I
on
need
the
from
side
Beast. I need
of
Beast
G2.
Mode to continue to do this. I need him to continue.
It just spurred G2 on. Over to Leaf to speak to Beast
I
Mode.
need him to continue to be a god. Is what I need.
On the stage in our top 8. Give it up for Beast Mode.
Nobody's cheering.
I like Team 104.
I guess, sorry.
I like Team 104, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's talk about that matchup now, Beast Mode, because it looked maybe a little bit shaky. I mean, for both squads at the beginning there. Did you guys feel some nerves walking on stage being that first series?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Of course, you're going to feel nerves, definitely against everyone here. You feel like you have to put on a show for everyone and just take home the dub. But yeah, just it was definitely nerve-wracking, but you just got to take it and accept it, so yeah.
So that is at the back of your mind that, like, hey, there's people here to entertain, and it kind of takes some of your brain power to be like, how do we put on a show for them?
I mean, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you hear them pretty easily, even with like headphones. You hear everyone pretty easily. You hear the drums, you hear everything. So you definitely take it into account.
Now, against SSG specifically, you guys obviously have their number. You guys are 7-0 now, I believe, against them this year. Yeah, you didn't know that.
No, I did not know that. No.
Well, the last 2 times they got a little bit closer. I think they were best of 7. So I was gonna ask, were you confident coming in if you knew that, but you didn't know that?
I know that we beat them a lot, and I was pretty confident. But at the same time, I didn't want our first loss to be on land. Like that. I mean, at that point, all the regional wins that we won against them, it don't even matter at that point. They beat us on land, so they're the better team at that point. So I definitely had some pressure on that, but you can't really think about that. You got to take it game by game.
And looking at it game by game, there was a moment there, I believe, there was a team clear back to your own end and an own goal. That can melt a lot of players under this kind of pressure. How does the team bounce back from a moment like that? Do you just forget it?
I mean, it's hard to forget it. So every goal is huge in this esports, but you just got to laugh it off at the end of the day, and it's gonna happen. Whatever series you're in, so you just laugh it off as a team, just lift each other up, and that's basically it. Just have good mental.
And now, just one final one for you here. I want to know, is there a lot of relief off your shoulders getting that first one out of the way, or does your mind immediately jump to the next series you're going to have to play tomorrow?
It's a mixture of both, but I think it's mainly, it's a relief, because once you get that first dub, you're in it, and like you just feel like you can win at any moment, any time. So I think the first dub is the main match or main series of your whole tournament. Yeah.
Well, hey, you got the first one down, so congratulations. You guys can get prepped for the next one.
Look at Daniel in the background.
So we give it up for Beast Mode and G2.
Look at Daniel in the background. Bro is just deadpan stare. Deadpan stare into the camera.
The semifinals, first of the top 4 for London.
That was comfortable. Very comfortable for G2. It did feel like a Beast Mode versus LJ match. I was hoping for a little bit more out of pretty much every other player on the field, but Beast Mode, fantastic. We knew that coming in. And LJ, the 2 Swiss MVPs that we talked about, they both performed exceptional.
Yeah, I think
all right, guys.
first series, I think we saw some land jitters.
We'll be back tomorrow. I think we're going to be back for 12 p.m.
He was popping off with his solo play.
I think we will be back for 12 p.m. If we are back for 12 p.m.,
I mean, that's just how the team's built at the moment.
we'll be back for 12 or 1 p.m. And hopefully we'll be watching 2 games tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be winning 2 games tomorrow.
And then the Beast, it just keeps on scoring and scoring and scoring.
Yeah, he was involved
And
in 10 goals out of
we're
the
going to
12
keep our
for
fingers
G2, and then LJ
crossed.
on the opposite side was involved in every goal but one.
We are going to keep our fingers crossed.
Putting in the work, but at the end of the day, we said normally LJ's the best
So,
player on the field, not when Beast Mode's out there, and Beast Mode definitely.
Here we go.
For the SSG
That's the
fans
first
watching
one
this
down.
match, thinking about the World Championship, is there takeaways? What do you think that they should be focusing on as they build the world?
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, join the Discord, link in the description. And again, I'll be live tomorrow at either 12 or 1 p.m. EST for G2's match against either Furia or Vitality. I feel like it's going to be Vitality. I feel like it's going to be against Vitality, but we'll see what happens.
We're in trouble for the World Championships, but I didn't
Who knows, maybe Furia will turn up. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and I'll see you all later.